Test. Okay.
So, economies of scale versus the law of diminishing returns is a company is large enough to warrant significant capital expenditures. They buy technology and expect to reduce their unit cost or marginal cost. Um, law of diminishing returns. Um, so when marginal cost slopes up, is because of the law of diminishing returns, and you said that marginal cost is like marginal cost is like a supply curve. Is that just in monopoly? The marginal cost is like a supply curve. So when it slopes up, it's because of the became the law of diminishing. Marginal cost slopes upwards became the law of diminishing returns. So marginal cost curve refers to a given scale of operation. Capital resources held constant, and the law of diminishing returns is in production of goods, as quantity of input increases, output rises at an increasingly lower rate, such as paribus. Okay. Um. So yeah, and marginal cost curve refers to the given scale of operation. Capital resource held constant. This factory, this technology, this equipment. Remember, production possibility curves, the diminishing returns. Adding equal increments of resource to make more product creates progressively less additional output each time. Similarly, increasing relative cost. Adding equal increments of production by adding labor and materials reflects diminishing returns in progressively increasing cost per unit of output. Unsloping marginal cost is the result. Unsloping marginal cost is the result from adding equal increments of production by adding labor and materials reflects diminishing returns. Increasing returns to scale. With capital investments, the capital resource is no longer held constant. New cost structure, higher fixed cost, looks like a K cost, lower variable cost, labor materials. This means a different marginal cost curve, still upward sloping, that's based on new lower cost structure, no conflict. As a result, there is no conflict between our sense of increasing returns to scale and the law of diminishing returns, so they both operate at the same time. Non-price competition, yeah. Market structure, so it's like the number and size of the firms, the degree to which the products are similar, the firm's control over price, ease at which firms can enter and exit the market, and the amount of non-price competition. So yeah, monopoly, oligopoly is a few. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's easy. Production issues, the best way to produce goods and services. Yeah, we're almost done. So third party costs are like internalization or like social costs like smoking, healthcare. Collusion is a set of agreements amongst competitors. Mergers are when companies combine to reduce competition. Public-private balance, yeah. Prices of our markets wanting make choices. Merit goods are like safety, health, happiness, education. Public goods benefit a large portion of society, like border security and policing. Bads are like violence against women, drug addiction, crime, secondhand smoke. Third-party costs or benefits leak out. Macroeconomics. So households, there's expenditures to businesses. Businesses, there's income to households, exchange for land, labor, capital. GDP is all the financial goods and services produced in an economy in a period of time. GNP is made by Canadians. Corporations are a legal entity other than the government. Inflation is a percentile increase in GDP. GDP needs to be contrasted annually to remove inflation. Real GDP is GDP without inflation, so it's GDP over inflation index, and GDP per capita is activity over standard of living. Yeah. Economic indicators. Leading indicators are decisions that are already made that will affect future performance of the economy, reflect expectations by investors and other economic prospects. Example, TSE stats indicating orders in the automotive industry. Consecutive indicators are a measure of current economic performance, showing current conditions like unemployment rate and real GDP. Lagging indicators are stuff that has already happened. Major indicators are GDP, real GDP, unemployment rate, CPI, consumer price index, inflation, business capital spending, consumer spending, exchange rates, so the value of the dollar, interest rates. Other indicators are auto sales, bank bankruptcies, customer confidence, housing starts, manufacturing, capacity utilization rates, non-farm payroll, personal disposable income, output per person, house, so productivity, and profits as a percent of GDP, and retail sales. And that's economics. So I'm going to let it run for a while so I don't have to repeat myself.